Hi, today we will be doing a brief science experiment about things that we flush down the toilet and things that we probably should not flush down the toilet. Today we start with 3 cups of water, about the same amount of water in each glass. We also have toilet tissue, a paper towel, and a wet wipe. Now the first thing in a science experiment is a question. So what are some questions we can have with these materials? The question that I came up with is, which of these 3 materials, the toilet paper, the paper towel, or the wet wipe, will dissolve the best in water? That was step 1, the question. Now we move on to the hypothesis. What is a hypothesis? Well, a hypothesis is what we think the answer to the question is. So I personally think that the toilet paper is going to be the best thing to flush down the toilet. The toilet paper will be the most dissolved by the end of this experiment. Now, we take the procedure. So what we're going to do for this experiment is take these 3 materials and put them in the cups of water. So I take my toilet paper first, and I go ahead, put that in the water, and I stir that around. Then I take the paper towel and I put this in the water as well. And I stir this around. Finally, I take the wet wipe and I put that in the water and I stir that around. Now this is easily done in your own home, so you can find out what dissolves best in your water experiment. So I'm just going to give these a little swirl, try and get these nice and mixed up with the water. All right. So if you're doing this with me at home, just go ahead and swirl it and see what you notice. What are some things that we notice? Take a good hard look at each cup as you swirl and see what happens to the materials in the cup. What are some things you're noticing so far? Remember, this is the toilet paper, this is the paper towel, and this is the wet wipe. Now I'm trying really hard to dissolve all of these materials. What can the word dissolve mean? Based on this experiment, what do you think dissolve means? Dissolve is when your material blends well with the water. So, my question was, which of these materials is going to dissolve well in the glass of water? Which one dissolves the best? Let's take a look. Okay, so these are my 3 materials. This is the toilet paper. I'm going to go ahead and reach my hand in here and pull my material out. Ooh, take a look at that. Take a look at that. Get your hand in there and really feel that material. See how it's sticking to my fingers? If you can notice, I have toilet paper tissues clinging to my fingers. Now I'm going to go ahead and reach into my paper towel. Oh, I see a couple of little bits of the paper towel in my glass of water, but overall not quite as many little bits of my water as from my toilet paper tissue. So this is the paper towel. It's very soaked through, very pliable, which means easy to move around. However, it looks like this one dissolved more than this one. Now how's about the paper towel or the wet wipe? Here's a look at our wet wipe. Oh no, it looks like there was no bits left in this glass of water. Nothing at all dissolved from the wet wipe into the glass of water. Nothing. So, on a range from best to worst of which dissolved best in the glass of water, our results are the toilet paper tissue dissolved the most in our glass of water. The paper towel dissolved second best, but still not very well. and the wet wipe did not dissolve at all in the glass of water. So what conclusion can we draw from these results? The conclusion that we can draw is that we should only flush toilet paper tissue in the toilet because that dissolves easily in water, whereas these two do not. I hope you enjoyed this science experiment, and feel free to take this idea and do it in your own home. Thanks so much.